You know, I felt like God said, in 10 years, there's going to be a city in Olivia. And 10 years ago, that was like, okay, maybe I'm hearing God wrong. But now that we're 8 years in, we're 2 years away from that 10, man, it's not crazy to think there's going to be a city in Olivia in the next 2 years. And when that happens, God said, you're going to have a church right in the middle of it. And his everything is lining up for that. His timing, his word, it's all just lining up for that. And I think God is going to use 3D Community Church in a mighty way to reach people for Christ that are coming to this area. You walk up and there's like a blank slate. You walk up and there's just here, just like go and begin and build. And we kind of like started with nothing, you know, just an empty field, an empty slate. And we've been digging and plowing. Just there's so much potential that can be done here, and almost like a salvation station, you know, right here in this area.
It was some humble beginnings at that Benhaven school.
But we did it. I mean, we made it. We made it work.
You know, back in the day, it used to be 7 o'clock in the morning. Me and my dad would go outside and hook up to the trailer, pull up to the old Benhaven school and set everything up.
As of right now, we're still a church in a school. We're still a mobile church, and within the next 2 years, we're going to be, you know, on our land. The last 7 years, we've been sowing and sowing and sowing and sowing, and
It's time for that harvest.
And it's time for a harvest.
I have been coming to 3D since August of last year.
About a year and a half.
I have been to 3D for 4.5 years.
8 years.
Every Sunday for a year now.
You know, I've been A1 since day one, first Sunday since we've been there. I've been going to 3D since the very first Sunday.
Since I was not in Mama's belly.
I'm excited about 8, man. I really am. I'm excited for
The next level. The next thing is.
I keep getting choked up. Whew.
She invited me to church that Sunday, and it's been there ever since.
The Lord spoke to me and said, go see, listen to Charlie. So it was the Sunday after Halloween. We went, and we've been ever since.
The church family is unlike any other church family that I've been to.
The people that you're surrounded with at 3D, you're a family. You're not just another person in a seat, and they care about you, and it makes you want to be a part of the church every day of the week.
Then when he passed, the church was there for me. I couldn't tell you how many of our church members walked through my front door and were there.
It's like you've known people your whole life, and you've only known them one Sunday.
I thought Pastor Charlie was gonna be here.
I think what they're doing is definitely a calling.
You know, he not only preaches, but he teaches.
He knows how to preach in a way that engages, and it makes me want to learn more.
Listening to my dad, I love listening to my dad.
Charlie said, we're crazy, but we're crazy together.
No perfect people allowed.
I just really appreciate Charlie and Crystal and all the work that they put in.
I love it.
3D has changed my life. It's given me a purpose again after the year I just had.
The biggest thing about it, when I got there, I seen people that were welcoming.
It's like a big family.
Everybody is just a family.
You feel accepted, and it's a family setting.
Everyone is accepted.
It's good to learn about God.
Like, I just love the family vibe, and I love how everybody is so sweet.
Yeah, I love church.
In my opinion, I think only God can create that.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the greatest things about our churches, in that No Perfect People Allowed, is, you know, that we really do create. It's not even creating the environment. We just are those people, and people, they don't, you know, they can come and just
Feel comfortable.
and work on their own relationship with God there. We really did what we felt like God called us to do, but we've grown in this in 8 years. We are not the same people. You know, God's taken us to a place in the last 8 years, and so even in our people, there's a new beginning in worship. There's a new beginning in prayer. There's a new beginning in people studying and getting to know God's Word and seeking God.
I think it's been an amazing journey to watch people become mature Christians.
Taking one little a dream, a vision, and a calling and turning it into something with just kingdom effects or kingdom implication, you know, and all through the years, people have just been sowing into the ministry and sowing into the ministry, and God has showed up. And now to have, you know, 15 acres of land on a major highway and know a building is fixing to go up on here, like I'm excited about what God's going to do here on this piece of property.